Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today it's time for another round in Abandoned Places. I played this map set once before, I think, a while back, and did not do very well at all. 3,366 points. Well, let's try and do a little bit better today, but perhaps by definition these places and these maps are, well, remote and abandoned, so pretty hard to tell where you are. Going to give myself a time limit, so yeah, we keep things moving. Let's see how we do. Okay, so here's the first location. Sometimes I think they can be a bit eerie as well, a bit spooky to be honest. But well, anyway, this is where we are, and goodness, it looks like it's not fire damage, but definitely fallen apart, just due to wind and wear, I guess. Look at these ceiling rafters up here. Wow. Quite a big building this actually then. So it seems that we can't move anywhere, which is tough. So this is a photosphere, so we're not going to be able to get out and explore around. So we've got to do our best guess based on everything that we can find. Now there's a car out here, and this looks like a truck, so it's quite hard to tell because the photo has a seam there, but I think it's a truck. It's white and quite bleached out. And then outside the window here, we can see kind of grain silos. So I'm going to go with, well, I was going to say North America, but that landscape there looks like it could even be sort of Australian, for example. What do we have here? Not much of a clue out of that window. These are the sort of things that I was talking about here. So we've got that sign, for example, the railroad crossing sign. I think that's from the States. I think so. So I'm inclined to go with the U.S. Why don't we get in there? I don't think we're going to do much better than this. Somewhere sort of in the flyover states, let's say. But I'm not sure where, you know. What should we go for? It's going to be a pure guess here. We do have some rolling hillside. We can see out of this window here, you know, it's not pancake flat, so perhaps it's one for sort of down here, let's say. Maybe we're in Missouri. Let's go with Missouri as a guess, shall we? Why not? Because I think that might be as close as we get. Why don't we go out here near Mexico, Missouri? Oh, no way. Miles away. We were in Washington State, that is. More specifically, by Wilbur. Okay, well, that's not an area I know at all. But at least we got the country right. I think that's about as good as we could have done there. This might be another photosphere as well, so could be the story of our times. This is different again. These bricks, very Victorian. This looks like a, you know, some kind of utility building or something of Victorian times. Again, a photosphere, so we cannot click around and move anywhere. No, just confirming that. Well, this looks British then to me. I think this is sort of quite Victorian. The architecture, the styling. You know, these people look British, don't they? Let's be honest. You can sometimes just tell. But I don't know where this is. I mean, I don't recognize it. It's not something I know. So there's some ghostly feet appearing there. It took me a second to work out what those are. Right, so what do we have? Is clearly some attraction. we've got this lovely vaulted ceiling here with this tile brickwork. This little girl exploring down there. We've got nice tourists. You know, it's possibly European as well. I'm just saying, oh, it's definitely Britain, but I mean, it might not be. I certainly don't recognize it. Oh, there's some writing here, no? Can we see what that... Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. We've got some thistles there, I think. Well, I'm not sure what to make of this one. I'm getting less and less certain by the minute, actually, to be honest. But I think I'm going to stick with my guns and go with Britain. Go with the south. Possibly, you know, somewhere in the southwest, I think, maybe. But that might be about it. I hope that brings us close enough. So let's get in there and go for a random guess. Again. We could be in Wales, actually. You know, it's plausible. I think we might be somewhere down here. I'm going to sort of put an arrow down there. So I'll put a pin over here just to sort of hedge my bet, you know, in case I'm wrong and it's somewhere else in the UK. But I think we're in this region down here. But I'm not sure why I think that. Oh, and we're not. So it doesn't matter. We're actually in London. So where is this then? This is Crystal Palace Park. Wow. Okay. I mean that I've never been. So what do you know? That's one for me to go and explore sometime. Yep. Well worth an explore. And in London too. So no excuses. All right. Well, on to the next round. And here we go. We've got some more means by which to explore now. Look at these dramatic scenery here. This is the abandoned place, this huge, great big building here. So we're going to have to move on from it and figure out where we are. Now, in the beginning, I thought that this was the Alps, but it isn't. It's definitely the U.S. We've got here Gateway Apartments. In Phoenix Road, but I don't think that means we're near Phoenix, the city. Yeah, definitely states here. And I think I'll just try and progress for a little while, see what we come across. This is for sale here. It does have a map on it, so just wondering if there's... No, there isn't. That's interesting there. It says Kenai Fjords Tours Limited. So, you know, we could have easily thought that we were in like the Rockies earlier, but this has definitely a more of a feel of the Pacific Northwest or possibly even Alaska to it. So, Kenai is definitely like a native name. And yeah, look at this. We've got the fjords here. So finally getting to some signs. We've got a minute left, so some time to explore. But we're dancing around all over the place here. Resurrection Boulevard, Seward. I think I recognize the name Seward as well. Seward. Seward, right. Is that in Alaska? Seward, there it is. Port of Seward is here. And, well, there's Seward Airport. I think, didn't we start here? This looks about right. We started on Phoenix Road, somewhere here, possibly by this abandoned building. So I think we've made it. Oh, no, we were one step back. Damn, that's annoying. Okay, well, we were pretty damn close there, actually. So got there in the end, just in the nick of time, in fact. We found Seward. We recognized we were in Alaska. And I have never seen this one before. So that's pretty happy with that. I'm amazed it showed up, actually, because when you scroll through Alaska and, you know, you zoom out, the capital Juneau does not appear when you're sort of at a high level, which is incredibly just remarkable, to be honest. So you know, other cities do. So I was worried when I was scrolling around that if I couldn't see, you know, the capital, how can you see all these other small places? But anyway, it did appear, and we just caught it. So there we go. On to the next round. And again, we can move around here, so that's good. We're starting in, well, an abandoned place. Again, we're on the coast. I mean, this feels like, you know, it could be anywhere, but I was thinking almost like Finland, really, to begin with. Like, let's go for an explore, shall we? It's got that sort of fjord-like feel to it, let's say. That's a little Scandinavian. Look, we're getting to some signs of life here, so let's keep going. Right. What do we have here? Minor offshore, the all-season boat. Right, we're definitely in shipping country here. There's a flag, but that's not a useful flag. So we're definitely in a shipyard part of the world. And we had the English there, so, you know, that's... Oh, but this is different. No, we don't have English. Yeah, okay, fine. So this is Scandinavian. Now, what was that? Is it Swedish? Sans Batar. We've got A's with 2 dots here. This is possibly translation here of 2 different languages. So one being Swedish and the other being Finnish. It's just a question of which one we think is which, maybe. And I think that's Finnish below. Kontori, for example, sounds a little more Finnish, doesn't it? But then we've got Finmaster boats here. Kontor and Kontori. So I would have been under the understanding that if the Finnish is second, that means the top one is Swedish, and then that means that we're in Sweden. But then we've got Finmaster boats as well, so I'm not sure now whether we are in Sweden or Finland. Those 2 things conflict. We've got Rolls-Royce as well here. Production, you know, okay, so this I think we're in Finland here then. So I'm going with Finland. Definitely sort of in an industrial part of Finland. So I'm going to stay down south where the population is. I might go with Turku, for example, but we could easily be in Helsinki or somewhere nearby. I think it's clearly a and the town was Kokkola. Well, I'm happy to have got the Finnish bit right, at least. And yeah, that's where we are, in Kokkola. So the Finnish are a proud seafaring nation, I'm sure, and you know, probably have a lot of good industry when it comes to boat building, boat manufacturing. So I would have just imagined it would have been in the south, but that's really a pure guess. So again, not too bad there. I think we got more points in that round alone than we did in the last time I played all 5 rounds on this map. So we are improving. Parking for Sabre electronic customers only. So this is, yeah, abandoned, I guess, right? Feels, again, North American. Right, okay, hang on. So we've got something here. We've got Vicksburg. Vicksburg, Annabelle Casino's historic downtown and convention center. Well, let's go downtown then. Annabelle. Washington Street and Speed Street. What was it? Vicksville. I'm just going to have a quick look around. Vicksburg. Scenic Drive. Okay, and there's a casino, so you don't get those in every state, but I mean, I don't know which state we're in. And just looking out here, I mean, you know, we're on this raised up area, got a great view out there, so this kind of feels more like Appalachian almost than Vicksburg, right? We should be able to find this. The key to the south, Vicksburg, the key to the south. Okay, and look at that fantastic Coca-Cola engraving there. That thing said the chapel at Cedar Grove. Cedar Grove, Vicksburg, south. Here we go. Here's some other 61 and 80. I think I might just have to use that. I think we're going to be in the east here. And we're looking for these yellow ones. I'm going to put down a safety pin, but just taking a quick look. 61 and 80. We've got 60 there. There's no logic to these numbers, I don't think, which really frustrates me. We've got 60 and 62. No, we're going to keep on going. This is now the downtown. Oh no, we've lost it. Oh dear. Right. Bit of trouble now. Well, haven't made as much progress there as we were hoping. I'm going to just... Where do we think? I think Virginia is more likely then, because that's the sort of south border. You know, that's probably... Oh, damn. What was I trying to say there? Frustrating because didn't do a good job on this one. I think we should have done better. So I thought Virginia, the keys to the south, you know, Virginia's sort of a state that lies between what I would consider to be the south of the US versus the north. So I thought the keys to the south would be in a state that is sort of in this region. That is what I was thinking just then. But it isn't. And also we didn't find the 80 or the 61. They're all down here. So there we go. And we're actually near it. We're in Mississippi. I think. Yes, that's right. And in fact, the river that we were just looking at was the Mississippi River, mighty Mississippi. We were in Vicksburg, so we knew that, which is great. And yes, look, there's the 61. The 20 wasn't signposted. Yeah, we were just exploring around, really. We didn't make it too far, unfortunately. So there you go. But look, not a bajillion miles off, but unfortunately pretty far away by US standards, so I think, to be honest. Let's view the summary. Okay, so not too bad on the whole. 3 in the United States, actually. 1 in the UK, which I really should have known better. And 1 in Finland, which I'm pretty happy about deciphering as far as we got, to be honest. And a vast improvement on my previous score in this map. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.